Hey everyone, Andrew Frech here, the View and Product Reviews. Today I want to talk to you about my thoughts on the AIS LPC R36 Max retro handheld gaming system in the color blue, and it's a 64GB version. So let's go ahead and dive into this handheld console and see if it's worth a pickup. And by the way, they did send it to me for free, so I don't have to return it or anything. Anyways, let's get into it.
So this little retro gaming system actually comes with over 18,000 retro games and supports 30 plus emulators, so you can have a massive library of games to choose from right out of the box, which is really cool. And it has a 4.0 inch 720 by 720 IPS display, so it gives nice sharp visual colors as well as vivid details to make classic games look better than they did before, or hopefully. And this thing itself is built on an open source Linux system, so it has a quad-core ARM Cortex A35 CPU and handles both 2D and 3D games with smooth performance. Plus then this version itself has 64GB of internal storage and is expandable via a TF card, so it gives you room for thousands of more games and faster loading time. Then what's really cool about this is it's really designed to be portable, so it easily fits into your hand and offers up to about 6 to 8 hours of playback time because of its 4000 milliamp rechargeable battery, which is great. Then it has 3D joysticks and a responsive control layout, so it makes it very ergonomic when you are using it, as well as being very comfortable and precise to help with long gaming sessions if you do enjoy those or want to sit around for a while and play them.
And overall, in my time testing this console, I thought it was really cool. I love a good handheld console, and it kind of brings me back to the days where I had my Game Boy Advance and stuff, and it was just a lot of fun to have those like retro games back on a console again. But you get a ton of different choices. I mean, like 18,000 games. It's impossible to go through and to test all of them, and honestly it's impossible to test 100 of them because there's just so many games there and there's so many different consoles, many of which I don't really recognize, but they're really cool. And I liked how large the screen was. It made the real estate for being able to use this game system really nice, because sometimes it's a little bit hard to be able to see what you're doing, especially on smaller screens. So I like the screen size and thought it was really good. Now, as far as some of the downsides to this, the buttons themselves, they're okay. They're not really that good, but they're not bad either. They're just okay. And then as far as the game titles go, some of them don't work as well as others. So I had problems with like playing Smash Bros. That one was a little bit iffy. And then a couple other games themselves, it's a little bit hard to save and to go back to that saved data. So I was able to go to like a Pokemon Red game, and it didn't save my data from a couple different uses ago, but it did save it when I tried it recently and filmed it. So I'm not too sure about that. And then as far as all the game titles go and having so many, it's a little bit of like information overload. So it would be kind of nice to have like dedicated systems to where it's like all Nintendo games or all PlayStation games only, and just having something that doesn't have 18,000 titles, maybe I don't know, 100 titles instead. And it just make it a little more fun that way, because it's just a little bit of overload of information and games. And if I don't specifically remember that game, it's very hard for me to search it and to actually see what I want to play. But overall, it was a ton of fun to play and something I definitely enjoyed during my time testing this. And I'll probably keep it around for a little while so I can continue playing some of these retro games, because it's a lot of fun. I'm just not going to worry as much about saving games and making progress on them. I'd rather just having a day of fun for them, or a couple hours here and there. So thank you so much to AIS LPC for sending on over the retro handheld gaming system in blue, the 64GB version. Until next time, my name is Andrew Frech, the View and Product Reviews. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.